Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a little bit of an update video here on the U8 smartwatch that I purchased about a week ago. You can see here I have it on. It doesn't look too bad. That's one of my things that I like about it the most, is just the fit and finish and the look and feel of this device. It's really not bad. It looks like a much more expensive device than it really is. I mean, again, you can get these for like $9 to $12 on eBay. For the rest of the review, I'll be taking it off here. I'll be going through a little list of pros and cons that I've found with it over the course of working with it in the past week here. To start things off, as I said, the fit and finish is fairly decent. It looks good when you're wearing it. It doesn't really stick out as being a low-quality device at all. Once you make the few modifications that I detailed in the last video, it's actually pretty good for notifications. The battery life is quite good. You get a couple days battery life out of each charge on it if you charge it fully. However, I've noticed that even when it says it's fully charged, like even once the little graph shows the battery full, that doesn't mean it's full. It needs a couple hours to charge. It'll go from totally dead to showing that it's full within a couple of minutes, and then it really isn't done charging. It's still charging. And also, this is very, very comfortable. The band is quite nice. It's soft. It feels good when you're wearing it. And I'm pretty picky about watch bands, honestly. Before, I only wore a Timex Expedition because it was the only thing that was comfortable for me. And I don't really notice this when I'm wearing it. I keep it a little bit loose, and it's not bad. It does pick up fingerprints like nobody's business, as you can tell. I still haven't been able to figure out if this screen on the front here is glass or plastic, but it hasn't scratched yet. Although I've put a few nicks in the outer casing around it, as you can probably see. It looks like it's scratched, but that's literally it, just picking up fingerprints as we speak. Go ahead and wipe it off here. See, it's a little bit better, but yeah, that's still kind of dirty. Major cons with it are mostly software related. The software looks cheesy. It only has a couple watch faces. Everything's kind of blocky and nothing really fits in the theme. It just doesn't look very good. Animations are not fluid, although the screen works pretty well. Yeah, like it just went to the dialer there, and I didn't press on it. It's a little bit fidgety, and really the biggest problem is the sort of poorly implemented features. Like when you go to make calls, if you have this set up to forward voice calls, all of your calls will come through the watch, even if you answer it on the phone. Which is a bit of a problem, really. I would have liked to have seen it to be so when you answer the call on the watch, like if you press answer on the watch, that it would talk through the watch. But if you get your phone out and press answer on the phone, it would forward the call through the phone, but that's not the case. Also, with music playback, if you have this thing set up to forward audio, it's your default playback device and acts like a Bluetooth speaker, which is kind of neat, but if you plug in headphones, you don't want it playing through this. You want it playing through the headphones. But, I mean, that can all be disabled, which is what I've done to it. I keep it basically just for text notifications and push notifications. And it'll tell me if I'm getting a call, but I won't be able to answer it through here. And also, I'd mainly just use it as a watch because it looks neat. Some of the things that are just kind of meh. The notification system sometimes misses notifications, but overall it works pretty okay. You can kind of scroll through the entire message and stuff and see what somebody's sent. However, if somebody sends you 2 messages in rapid succession, you kind of have to go back to the history and then view the other one. It's a pain in the ass, and really you're better off just getting your phone out. But if you have one message and you just want to check it real quick, not bad. As I said before, the calls, while they do work, and it's actually remarkably clear and easy to hear somebody on the end through this, like on the other end they can hear you fine through the microphone on here, and the speaker's not bad. It's just poorly implemented software. And the other thing here is the screen. It's almost a little overly bright, and I don't know if you can see that, but the Resolution is not fantastic. Yeah, you can see it there. It's pretty grainy looking. You can see the pixels. It's not fantastic. But yeah, just a few things there. Overall, I think I'm going to continue wearing it. I do like the device. It's just I wish there was a custom firmware available for these. Like, just even a simplified down firmware, because there's a lot of junk on here that I really don't need. I'd honestly just do away with the calling feature entirely. It'd be nice to have some non-crap ringtones on here, which is something else I was going to mention. Every ringtone on it is cheesy as all get out. Really cheap Chinesey device is what it sounds like. The music, I would make it so it would just control the music on your phone to skip tracks, which this can do, but it doesn't work very well. I would just make that the primary feature of it. I wouldn't even bother forwarding it through the speaker on here because it sounds like absolute ass anyway when it does. The camera controls do work on it, but it will not launch the camera on my phone. Like if I press this, it just says launch camera failed because the camera app's not already open. However, if I have that open on the phone, it will launch, or it'll allow you to take a picture from the watch. So you can go ahead and click a button on there and it'll take a picture. If you're in a group or something, you can use this to remotely take the picture. It works. It's not great, but it works. It's a pretty easy device to open up to modify it. If you do choose to get one of these, I would highly recommend sticking a little piece of foam onto that vibration motor inside like I did. You really just have to pry this back metal piece off, being careful not to bend it out of shape, which is really easy to do. But if you can get under the corner of it, you can slide something like a credit card under there. Might not hurt to just heat it up slightly, maybe even just slightly with a blow dryer or something to soften up the glue a bit, and then you slide something under there. I honestly just got my fingernail under it and peeled it up and then rebent it back into shape afterwards. But there's 4 screws under there. You just pop those out and it comes apart real easy. And yeah, it's not too hard to work on. But decent looking device. I'd say it's worth it for $9, but if you plan on if you want a full featured smartwatch, get something a little better. If you want something just to play around with and just kind of like the idea of having a smartwatch but don't really care about it that much, this might be your ticket. And it all comes down to really that thing where if you, as quoting the all-powerful Stuart Ashen, if you watched this video and thought, oh, I could really do with one of those, then you could probably do with one of those. But if you watched this and said, what a useless piece of crap, then you probably shouldn't buy one. Anyway, that's it, folks. I will see you guys later. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you know where I can get some custom firmware for one of these, please, by all means, drop a link to that in the comments, because I would be forever in your debt. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time.